2. July, 2009. I met Giulia at the door after her first day of work. I had been anticipating her return home all day. This new job felt special. She had certainly liked all of her previous jobs, but one was at a giant corporation and another at an unknown startup. Now she was employed in a company with a reputation for being young, hip, and edgy. The company was, in a word, cool. She came up the stairs and was as beautiful as I had ever seen her. Giulia had shocked me with her beauty from the first moment I saw her graceful poise, her classy style, but most of all, her casual way with it all, a beauty that was flawless and effortless. She almost never wore makeup, but she had put some on for today, along with her most chic sweater and pants. Her cheeks had the slight blush of red from her scooter ride home across the city and into the cold fog of our neighborhood. "How did it go?" I asked her enthusiastically, wrapping my arms around her before she could even get in the doorway. "It was good," she said, avoiding eye contact, looking beyond me into the house. "Good?" I repeated. "What does that mean?" "It was just the first day, Mark. There's not much to say," Giulia said. She scooched past me into our room to dump her stuff in our bedroom. "It's just, I guess, everyone is so smart and cool there." "Nice, so you should fit right in," I said, flirting with her. "No, but seriously, they are really smart and really cool." Her voice trailed off. "I hope I can keep up." I had known Giulia for 9 years, and she had always exuded confidence. I could always count on her thriving at work. I'd seen her do so across 4 internships and 2 jobs. She left each one to glowing recommendations and even brighter opportunities. Even though I'd never seen her in a single meeting, I was certain of her work success, more than my own. But this insecurity was new. I had seen her panic about that paper while we were in college, but that was supposedly because she was afraid her computer might crash, and with it, her work would be lost. It had nothing to do with her. This anxiety expressed itself differently, more personal, as though she were afraid she might not fit in. "Well, it's just the first day," I said. "I'm sure you'll get the hang of it. It'll be great." Giulia went to work, each morning taking a little bit longer to get herself ready, as if the right outfit or hairstyle would help her rediscover her confidence. I still had a month left of summer vacation, so I stayed at home and mostly futzed around the house. Our 2-bedroom house was spacious for San Francisco, but fairly typical of the outer Sunset, where the extra space was written off by most, given the neighborhood's reputation as one of the foggiest places in the Bay Area and one of the sleepiest, most suburban-like parts of San Francisco. We kept the 2nd bedroom for guests, but mostly in anticipation of turning it into a nursery. Our friends always wanted us to host dinner parties because we actually had enough space, compared with their hipper but much tinier places in the Haight or Pacific Heights. The bedrooms were adjacent to each other at the end of a long hallway. The house revolved around an open-air atrium that cast natural light throughout all the rooms. Surrounding the atrium were our living room, dining room, kitchen, and hallway, which had the bedrooms at one end and the front door at the other. The house always needed tidying because neither of us was especially neat, and Goose tracked sand back into the house, so there was always sweeping and cleaning to do. Giulia and I talked and texted throughout the day as she struggled to find a sense of place at the new company. She needed me constantly for reassurance. She called one day while I was eating lunch and reading a book. I could immediately hear the uncertainty in her voice. "Hey, honey, would you do me a favor? I just sent you an email I've been working on for a little while. It's to my boss, and I want it to sound, just right. Can you read it and make sure it's okay?" "Yeah, of course. No problem. What's it about? Is it something sensitive?" "Just read the email and let me know," she said impatiently. "Call me when you're done." I logged on to my email, found her message, and opened it. "Dear Jill, I wanted to follow up from our meeting about forecasting for the next quarter. As I'm still new to this company and position, I'm struggling a bit to keep up with the assignment. I hope this isn't a problem and that we can find more time to talk about it. Thanks, Giulia." "Did you read it?" Giulia asked hurriedly, in a whisper, when I called her back.